Hi, I'm outside. I wanted to get some privacy, so thought I'd come outside. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Um, I I did a little members slash Patreon video earlier, so if you're a member slash Patreon, please go check it out. That should all be uploaded now. And people seem to be able to hear me in that. I had a little check, so yeah. Hope everyone's okay. Hope everyone's doing alright. Noisiest car in the world just went past. It's so noisy out here. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a rant one. So if you don't want to hear it, maybe skip this one. But yeah, I've been struggling a bit. I mentioned it briefly on the Patreon video, but yeah, it's been a bit of a tough one. I wanted to rant a bit about my family. I know I've mentioned this debt thing recently, how we got a debt letter come through to my families who didn't belong to us, and how my family kind of went apeshit at me. They were banging my door down and everything, threatening me and all sorts, over this debt that wasn't even mine. And I get it, it's stressful having debt collectors come to your house, but I made sure to transfer it over to me. It was never going to be a problem for them. I would never make it a problem for them, and the fact that I've been completely ghosted and cut off essentially by them, I think is kind of fucking me up a little bit. Because I understand when people get cut off for things that they've done really wrong. You single out a member of your family, or I don't know, you do something really cuntish. We listen to a lot of am I the asshole posts and things like that, but not for something that's not really their fault. You try and understand and you try and be helpful. But yeah, I think it's just been really getting to me, the fact that I've had kind of one whole side of my family, because whatever my grandma says goes. So the rest of the family aren't really talking to me either. My granddad, my uncles, so it's I've lost the whole one side of my family over something that was even my fault. I can't talk to any of them for help, for support, for advice, for anything. And I think the hardest part is the support that they used to give with things. They would help with washing, or with getting a food shop, or with electric sometimes, and having that support be completely cut off, I think has really fucked me up. And I don't expect it. I don't expect this support, do you know what I mean? But when you've had it for 3 years and then it's suddenly gone, it's a bit of a shock to the system, do you know what I mean? I definitely don't expect it. And if they turned around and said to me, no, we're not doing it anymore, I'd have to figure out arrangements, I will have to figure that out. But I think, the fact that it was just so suddenly cut off, I think has been a proper shock to the system. We I don't know, we haven't had power for a week. We've had barely any food in. I think, because they used to do a 40 quid food shop for us, and I never asked for them to start doing that. They just said, you struggle, so we'll start doing a 40 quid food shop for you. And they would, get it delivered to our house, and it would help us throughout the month, even when we're struggling and we're counting pennies, at least that pennies can then go towards electric. But now it's going towards food, it's going towards absolutely everything, do you know what I mean? I'm having to wash everything myself, and I want to get to that point, but having it so suddenly, I think, is just so whoa, do you know what I mean? I don't want to sound like a spoiled brat, but I think it would shock anybody, do you know what I mean? If you were going to a food bank and then the food bank suddenly closed, or just anything, you know, it is as a shock to the system. You know, we've had to try and manage the money a little bit more, which we're not quite ready for yet, you know, because we were getting food from elsewhere, so we were like, okay, we can put that money towards electric, and now we're having to like shuffle it between everything. And I don't mean to ramble. Yeah, it's just been a bit of a tough week as well. It's always such a struggle, do you know what I mean? I need to try and figure out what I'm gonna do in terms of like how to manage, how to just be better with it, do you know what I mean? Oh, there's so many ants around me. If there's an ant on me, I'm actually gonna scream. Yeah. Also, like, the weather, it was like super sunny the past fucking, I don't know, forever, and then it's just gone grey. I think there's a storm passing over or something, because like it's grey as shit. So like, yeah, what happened to the sunshine? I think that's kind of affected mood, you know, seasonal depression. So yeah, I think that kind of affects mood and things in general. I don't like this angle, it's making me nervous. Try and like just have the sky. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I got freaked out by the ants, didn't I? Like I would love to go to uni. I'd love to go to uni and like study something, but like if you're a student and you go to uni, you get all of your benefits taken off you. You obviously get like a student grant and stuff, but I don't know. I'm afraid that like I will lose my housing benefits. I will lose all of my benefits that I've got that have been currently supporting me. So like, if I don't get a student grant or something, do you know what I mean? Or if I can't get it in the first few months or something, do you know what I mean? If there's an issue with it, then there's going to be months where I don't have any money for rent or anything, you know, like it's a security having benefits, do you know what I mean? As much as it's fuck all to live off, you know, at least I get my money for my rent and I'm not going to get kicked out onto the street, you know? So like, yeah, it's like I'd love to go and study, but it's the security of having a home and things like that like, I don't know, I'll worry that like I'll lose it, do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Any students that like were on the benefit system in the UK, like please let me know how that went, how like the switch over went, because yeah, I'm really nervous that if I did go try do anything student study based, that it would just like fuck me up in the long term, like financially. Like I think it'd be really good to have something like going to class and going to study something, like just to help with like mental health and shit. But yeah, it's not going to help if it puts me in more stress of not being able to like afford rent and blah blah blah. I don't know, it's all quite stressful, do you know what I mean? It's all quite scary. So I don't know. And it's like, I could get a job, then benefits start to take money away from you the more you earn at your job. So it's like, it cancels each other out. You'd be doing more work for no money. It's like, so unless I was to get like a full-time, really well-paying job, I'm not going to cancel out my benefits enough to then live. It's so fucking stupid, like literally. But yeah, I think it's just been quite hard having like no one to talk to in the family or anything. Do you know what I mean? I have no one I can turn to ask for advice. You know, like I used to ask for advice, you know, just on anything, you know, like how do I make this cake? How do I make that food? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do I wash a quilt cover? Do you know what I mean? Or how do I wash pillows? You know, and they used to just help and give me advice on things, whereas I can't even do that. Do you know what I mean? I suddenly feel so much more alone in the world. And it's like, yeah, I've spoken to my mum about it, but I don't know, she follows my grandma quite a lot, so who fucking knows? I don't know. I want to do more things with you guys. I want to do like more live streams and things, but it's hard trying to like carve the space out. Maybe if we like come up with maybe like a weekly thing or a monthly thing, maybe a date of some kind, I don't know, a little date, I don't know, I want to be more involved, but it's hard to like pull away, and hard to be like, right guys, I'm off in my bedroom to go do something, you know, like for this I've gone outside, whereas I can't really do that for a whole ass live stream. I mean, I probably could, but like, I don't know, I feel awkward filming in front of people too. Like I freaking hate the idea of people hearing me. So if I was on a live stream and people could hear me the whole time, and it's also like trying to figure out when I have power. It's like my phone I can charge up on our solar panel. Thank you again to whoever got us a solar panel, because like but like a computer you need like power for, so it's like timing it for the days that I do have power, do you know what I mean, as well. But anyway, I feel like I'm gonna piss myself, so I'm gonna go, because else I'm gonna have an accident, say it. Disabled life, disabled things. Anyway, your little secret comment code word is, I almost said piss, but I should not say that. Ants. Your secret comment code word is ants. So yeah, hopefully I'll see lots of little ant emojis or something. But yeah, I will hopefully see you in another video soon. Yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble. And if you have any advice for my situation, then please, it would be very appreciated. Thank you very much. I love you. Goodbye.